Hello people, it's another day with the Needle Woman, another opportunity to show kindness to someone whom in our best knowledge can never repay us. Thank you guys for stopping by at my channel. Thank you for your likes, for your comments. Thank you for subscribing. And if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe by hitting the red icon and also touch the notification bell. And please, I implore you, if you are here to show kindness today, please, after this video, find someone and show kindness to that person, for their lives true happiness and joy. So for our tutorial today, we are going to be making a pencil skirt with a peplum, and I'll be using this fabric for it. So let's just get started. It's actually very easy. Okay, I'm going to be cutting both the front and the back skirt block together. So I'll just proceed and fold my fabric into 4, first into 2 and yet into 2 again, making it into 4. So now, having folded, my zip allowance is 2 inches. Okay, now the length of our skirt is 26, but because I want to be putting band at the waistline area and the band will be 2.5 inches, I'm going to remove the 2.5 inches from the length of my skirt, so it will now leave me at 23.5 inches, which is at this point. I will also add allowance for the fold, and then for the seam at the upper part, I'll be using 2 inches for allowance, okay, which is here. Okay, so I'll be starting my measurement from this line. All right, so first I'm going to measure my waist, which is 36 divided into 4 is 9. I will add 1 inch for that, and then 1.5 inches allowance. Okay, I will go down by 8 inches, and then I will take my hip measurement, which is 42 divided into 4 is going to give us 10.5, which is here. I will also be using 1.5 inches seam allowance, which will leave us at this very fold. Okay, now I should drag this hip measurement down to the hemline, but because it's already at the folded part, there won't be need for that. All I need to do is to come down at this hemline, go in by 1.5 inches, which is here. I will then connect this 1.5 inches to my hip line at this point. Okay, so this is what I mean. If you have a hip curve, best. Okay, so this is what I mean. Then I'll connect my waist measurement to my hip also. With this now, I will just cut it out. Okay, so this is it for our skirt. I'm going to go ahead and notch our actual length of skirt, which is at this point. Alright, I'll just proceed to cut out the peplum to go with it. Okay, so for the peplum, here we go. You fold into 2. And then you fold again this way. But I have to fold it backwards so that I'll be able to see this end. This way, making it into 4. Okay, now so with this done, we are going to take our waist measurement. So our waist measurement is 36, and then the radius for it is to divide 36 by 6.28, and if we do that, we should have 5.73. So I'll just round it up at 5.75. So you measure it out here all the way round at this area. And then you connect and then you decide the length of your peplum. I think I'll be working with 8 inches, but then I'm going to increase it to 9 inches for allowance. So I added 1 more inch to it. So I'm measuring 9 inches from this line. So this is it. I'll just cut it out. Now at this point, I will go down by, this is going to be at the back, but at this point I'm going to go in by 2 inches. This is 2 inches. I will still connect it to this point because I wouldn't want this bag to have ruffles when I begin to attach it. So this way it makes the bag to relax very well. Okay. We'll also cut the band. Okay, so remember for the band, I said it's going to be 2.5 inches, but I'll be cutting out 3 inches when folded. Okay, that is, if I want to open it up, I should cut out 6 inches. Okay, so I'll just measure out 3 inches. You cut according to the waist measurement. Remember the waist is 36. We added zip allowance to it, so we have to include it also. I'm doubling it because this is not going to be enough. So I'll be joining at one of the ends. Okay, so this is it. I'll just join them this way. I'll join them at this point and then take my waist measurement because that is what I actually need. But also I'll be putting an interlining. I'll use my iron to glue my interlining on it, or you can also call it paper gum, not the very soft one, the medium size, in order to hold this band firm. Okay, so I will do that. I will join it here, then I'll put my interlining. Then for the skirt and the peplum, I'm going to cut out the lining for them all. Alright, so as you can see, I have used my interlining on the band. I also used a soft interlining on the peplum. So I will now go ahead and line this one, line the skirt, and then we'll come back. Okay, so now with the lining done, as you can see, this is the band. These are the 2 back panels. This is the front panel, and this is the peplum, all lined very well. Now as for the dart, I'm going to measure 4 inches from here. That is your nipple point to nipple point measurement divided into 2, which is 4. So I'm going to measure 4 inches from this folded edge. Okay, I will notch it. This is where I'm going to put my band. And as for the length of the dart, I will use 5 inches. And then for the front, for the back panel, I will do the same thing, but the only difference is that the length for the back panel is going to be 6 inches. I will just go and put the dart. Okay, so now having inserted the dart, as you can see clearly here, as zip allowance was 2 inches, so now it is safe to say that it is now 1.5 inches because we have sewn this area. Okay, so this is 1.5 inches. I'll just go straight and pin these 2 back panels together at this 1.5 inches. Okay, so now having pinned it, I'm going to now join both the front and the back skirt together using the body measurement. Okay, our waist measurement is 36 divided into 2 will give us 18, which is at this point. This is 18. Our hip measurement is 42 divided into 2 will give us 21. This is 21. I'll just connect the waist measurement and the hip measurement. I'll do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so I will go to my machine and sew it down. Okay, so having joined the two together, I want to remove the pin. So this is it. If you spread it out, I will now attach the peplum like so. I will attach it this way. I will just sew it all the way through the waistline. Okay, so with the peplum added, this is what we have. This is the peplum. The last thing to do before the zip is to just add the band still at the waistline area. So I will just add it like so and then make my stitch all through the waistline. So now with the band added, we're almost done. You see our skirt is no longer a dull pencil skirt. So the next thing we should do now is to stitch the back area. Okay, so for my slit, I would like to use 8 inches from the hemline. 8 inches from this point. Okay, so this is going to form my slit. Okay, and then for my zip area, I would use 9 inches. You can use 8 if you want, but I would use 9 inches. Okay, so now I'm going to make my stitch from this 9 inches to this 8 inches and then insert my zip. So this is going to be my slit. Okay, zip inserted, we are done, and this is our pencil skirt with peplum. And as you can see, it is not our everyday doll skirt. So are you ready for work on a Monday morning? Why not try out this pencil skirt with peplum? Thank you guys for watching till the end. I appreciate you guys a lot. And if you are new to this channel, please hit that red icon to subscribe before leaving, and also don't forget the notification bell. And I also implore you, please be nice to someone who has no way of paying you back, for there lies the true source of joy and happiness. Till we meet again in my next class, I love you from the bottom of my heart, and please take very good care of yourself and keep your head high. Bye.